Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about two major things that I learned since playing this game. So the first thing is not to ignore your villagers, which is something I thoroughly enjoy doing. I love just running around and doing my own thing and gardening. And when I first started playing this game, I wasn't really doing anything with my villagers unless I had to for a particular quest or something. And so you can see I am in Mike and Sully's apartment because I chose them to give gifts to today. So the way that I do this, because maybe I'm a little bit crazy, I'm very organized. And so what I do is I go into my character list in my collection. And I just started doing this pretty recently. Honestly, it was that unlock Pluto nightmare that I went through where I had to level up a million characters. So I just started going through in alphabetical order, and you can see these guys are all at 10. But what I do whenever I feel like I don't really know what to do today, I'll just scroll through here and see like who's not already at 10. And so today I chose Mike and Sully, and you can see at the bottom it shows their favorite things of the day. So in the bottom right there, right, the tomato basil soup, walleye, and asparagus for Mike. And then Sully wants gingerbread cookies, a red bellflower, and a leek. So I already went and I collected all of those items for them.
Just who I wanted to see.
And it actually worked out really well that I came over to their house and they were both in here. So that hardly ever works out. Usually I have to hunt these guys down.
Yes.
So let's give... Oh, I'm not doing a quest, Mike.
Oh.
Like how I say not to ignore your villagers, and then I don't do their quests. Okay, so I have something to give you, and he also wanted tomato basil soup.
Yay. Good to see you, kid.
And he also wanted asparagus. Okay, so those are the things that I've got for Mike Wazowski. Let's move on to Sully.
Hello, pal. I was thinking.
Also not doing his quest. All right, so Sully, we're up to level 9 now. That's good. We're getting there with these guys. And let's see, he wants a red flower. And he wants asparagus. Oh, no, he didn't. Sorry. Just kidding. But he'll take it. You just don't get as many points to level them up. Okay, he wanted the leeks. There we go.
Hey.
All right, so that's it. So those two guys are done. So again, I usually just look in that list in the collection under characters to see what items everybody wants for the day. And then I go to my cooking station and I make all the things that they need, and I go run around and either look in my chaotic storage or I run around and get things fresh to make sure that I give them to them. And then I also make sure to do my daily conversation with them as well. So that's the first thing I learned. Don't ignore your villagers like I did, because then you're going to get stuck in a quest where you have to unlock a bunch of characters, and it's going to take you a really long time. And I'm all for playing this game super casually. Like, this is supposed to be a cozy game. So I play real slow. I mean, look, I still have this stuff up from that challenge, that quest. I play real slow. I'm honestly not trying to rush through, but I think these are just good tips so that when you are trying to do a quest, you're prepared for those things. So my second piece of advice is don't ignore the animals. I had a really hard time at the beginning of this game feeding the animals. I don't know why. Some of them, of course, are easier than others. But I just had a really hard time. And so I just kind of avoided it for a long time. And then I realized, oh no, you really do have to feed these guys. Especially, where did he even go? Especially if you are planning on doing the Olaf exhibitions, which, you know, I'm the kind of person where once I've started something, guys, I have to finish it. So even though sometimes finishing those exhibitions or working on them, it feels annoying to me, I'm still going to finish them, right? If you watched my previous video, I did just finish Dazzle Beach. And so at some point, all of these biomes are going to be unlocked and we're going to have to collect everything. So I'm just making a point to go around and see which critters I've got already and which I don't. And then I'm going through and making sure to feed all of them. So once I feed this guy, I can show you how to go in. There we go. He's looking very docile. So the crocodiles like the lobsters. And a little hack if you want to get the lobsters quickly is to make the miracle bait fishing potion on your fishing pole. And then it's going to turn all of the white bubbles red. And red is where you're going to find those lobster. So I did that earlier to make sure that I had a lobster for this little guy. There's also a blue crocodile running around here somewhere as well. But let me show you. So if you go into your companions, this is where you can see the animal companions that you already have. If they are fully highlighted in color, like the emerald and the golden sunbird, that means you have them. But like I don't have the orchid sunbird yet. And you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, he's not here today. So I don't need to worry about him. So I already went through and looked at these. So the blue crocodile is here all day. And the red crocodile is here all day. The other crocodiles, let me just double check. Yeah, they're not here. And then down here, I also looked at the foxes. So I can feed the classic fox, which I don't have yet. And maybe that was it for the foxes. And then the raccoons, it's kind of a fortunate day, I guess, to be on here because I can get the black one, the blue one, and the red one. I think that's it. I don't think the white one's here today. Nope. So I went through before I started recording and I collected the food that I need for all of these guys. So let's go see if we can find the blue crocodile. And if not, we'll just skip it for now because you guys did already see how I fed the other one. So basically when you're feeding the crocodile, it is similar to when you're feeding the raccoon, where when its head is up, you just kind of have to freeze and stay where you are. And once the head goes down, then you can start to move a little bit closer. So I've said before, it's kind of like red light, green light. And then once they lay down, then you know that you can go over and you can feed them. I don't know how these guys hide so well. Maybe because, oh, he's right there. Okay, good. So there's the blue one. So we're going to chase him. Hopefully not lose him. He's really trying to evade me. Okay. So his head is up. So we're not going to go toward him right now. He's kind of hard to see because he's back there in the tall grass. Okay, his head's down. Head's up again. I think this will do it. There we go. Okay, so now I can feed the blue crocodile, the other lobster. I love how they roll around because that's really how they eat, guys. So cute. Okay, so we are done. And I even got a little present for feeding him. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the raccoons and the foxes. So let me travel quickly here. We're going to go to the Forest of Valor. And the raccoons eat blueberries. So I already ran around earlier and collected some blueberries from the bushes in here. Oh, there's a million of them. Maybe I need to change guys. I'm going to this guy. Put your head down. Just relax, friend. Okay. Oh. It requires a little patience, and maybe that's why I avoided feeding them for so long. And when I say a little patience, I mean a lot of patience. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. He didn't catch it, because I did move a little bit, and I didn't mean to. Okay, let's feed this one. I don't know what color he's supposed to be. He looks blue to me. I don't think he's actually blue, but just for my own records, so I don't accidentally refeed him today, we're gonna say that's the blue one, or maybe the purple one. Okay, we did it. So that guy's good. Now we need to find the other two. Oh, okay, here's one in the corner. I think this is the black one, maybe. And then I gotta find that red one again. Okay. So you are getting blueberries. Yes, you love it. Even though I can't see you behind the rock, I know you love it. Hey. Okay, so now I have fed the black raccoon enough that he can be a companion if I want him to be. That is the goal. Okay, so now let me see if I can find that red one. And then really the only other critters in here that I can feed today are the foxes. On a side note, while I'm looking for this guy, I don't know if you guys have the expansion packs. I don't even know if that's what they're called. But oh, that's the blue guy. I already fed you today. There's the Eternity Isle, and there's the Storybook Vale. If you don't have them, they are really cute. And I think because we just finished a star path in this game, I've been playing this valley a lot, and I just kind of got sick of it. And so for the last couple days, I've just exclusively been going into Storybook Vale and playing in there. And that has been really fun, and it helps if you're feeling kind of burnt out with one game. And it's also fun because I've hardly done anything in those expansion packs. So sometimes it's nice to go over there and just kind of feel like you're starting fresh with things. I think he's sitting down for me to feed him. Yes, he is. Okay, last raccoon of the day has been fed. Yes, okay, so now I have also fed the red raccoon enough that he could be a companion, so that's awesome. So now let's go up to the Frosted Heights, and already found a fox. So for the foxes, I guess they're kind of like the rabbits, where you just have to chase them around a few times, and then they will let you feed them. Okay, so this guy, they're probably going to say is red. So the foxes eat white sturgeon. And again, if you want a quick way to get sturgeon, make that miracle fishing bait. It is a time saver. Okay, so we fed that guy, and then I saw the other one over here. I know, there he is. I'm like, I know you're over here. Oh my gosh, this area is even more trash than the last one. So don't get too crazy when you're running away from me, little fox, because it's hard for me to chase you. Okay. So let's give him his sturgeon. All right, and then let's just double check here. So if I go into my companions, let's just make sure I fed everybody that I could today. So I'm looking for ones that aren't like highlighted, right? So the white squirrel is not here. We fed the blue crocodile. We fed the red crocodile. The calico rabbit, the bane of my existence, is not here today. Neither are some of the ravens. Okay, we fed the black fox, and now he's our companion. We fed the classic fox. And not here. We did feed the blue raccoon. Hey, he was blue. I didn't make that up. And the white raccoon was not here. Okay, so we did feed all the critters that we needed to. So again, 2 hot tips. Don't ignore your villagers. Don't ignore your animals. Give them what they want. Feed them. It makes things much easier later when you're trying to do quests or you're trying to complete tasks for the different events that they have. Thanks for watching. And if you like watching my videos, be sure to like and subscribe.